What's up, cartoon connoisseurs? And welcome back to the channel. Today, we're re-diving deep into the psyche of one of animation's most famously misunderstood characters, Meg Griffin from Family Guy. We've seen her get the short end of the stick for decades, but what if she took matters into her own hands? What if Meg decided to become an entrepreneur and open her own retail store? We're going to explore two very different but very Meg business ventures. Which one do you think she'd actually launch? Let's get into it. First up, the most predictable yet painfully relatable option. A store born from her desperate, never-ending quest for popularity. Let's call it Finally In. This wouldn't just be a store. It would be Meg's manifesto on how to climb the high school social ladder. Imagine the aisles. The first section would be dedicated to what Meg perceives as the ultimate status symbols. Designer accessories. Remember when she slaved away at that pancake house just to afford a single Prada bag? Well, finally, In would be filled with them. Now, given her financial situation, they'd probably be high-quality Pradu and Gucky knockoffs. But in Meg's mind, it's the logo that counts. It's all about creating the illusion of belonging to that elite inner circle. Next to the fake designer bags, you'd find the clothing section. This would be a shrine to her ultimate rival, Connie D'Amico. Every item would be a carbon copy of something Connie was seen wearing last week. Think crop tops, low-rise jeans, and anything else that screams I'm popular and you're not. Meg would be the store's primary model, awkwardly posing in the window display. Convinced that if she just wears the right outfit, she'll absorb Connie's social power. It's a tragic, but very on-brand business strategy. The store would be her attempt to literally sell the formula for coolness, believing that if she can't quite achieve it herself, she can at least profit from others who share her struggle. And of course, no store dedicated to social climbing would be complete without a self-help section. But these wouldn't be your typical self-esteem guides. Oh no, these would be pure Meg. You'd find titles like How to Get a Boyfriend to Notice You, Even If You're Me, or 101 Ways to Fake Confidence Until You Make It, or Until Someone Shuts You in a Locker. There would be dating guides based on her disastrous romantic experiences repackaged as what not to do. She might even sell homemade DVDs, promising to teach you how to become a better version of yourself, featuring Meg demonstrating how to laugh at a popular kid's joke, or how to walk down the hallway with just the right amount of feigned indifference. It's a business built on insecurity, and sadly, she'd probably have a steady stream of customers. But let's pivot for a moment. What if Meg leaned into a different side of herself? The side we rarely see. The side her family completely ignores. This brings us to our second store concept, Meg's Hidden Gems. This store wouldn't be about fitting in. It would be about celebrating the things Meg is genuinely, surprisingly good at. B2B, her quiet rebellion. A place where her talents could finally shine. Far away from the crushing judgment of her family, the atmosphere would be completely different, less desperate, more niche. The first thing you'd notice upon entering Meg's Hidden Gems would be the sound of a saxophone. The main section would be dedicated to musical instruments. Front and center would be a display of saxophones, just like the one she plays with surprising skill. She'd offer lessons to finally getting the recognition as a teacher and mentor that she's never received at home. This isn't about being cool, it's about passion. She'd connect with other aspiring musicians, forming a small community built on mutual respect for a craft, something she's never experienced. In another corner of the store, you'd find a language learning kiosk. We've seen her suddenly break into fluent Russian and other languages, so why not monetize it? She'll do sell foreign language courses, maybe, even her own branded series of audio tapes called Meg S. Multilingual Method. She could host small conversation groups, creating a space for cultural exchange. This part of the store represents her hidden intellect, the part of her that's smarter and more worldly than anyone gives her credit for. It is a testament to the person she could be if she wasn't constantly being told who she is. And finally, you'd have the sports and hobbies section. This is where things get really interesting. You'd find bowling balls, because we know she's an incredible bowler. You'd find field hockey sticks, another sport she excels at. But then you'd find the truly unique items. Remember her uncanny ability to do bird calls. Meg's Hidden Gems would sell instructional pamphlets and bird-calling whistles. It's quirky, it's weird, and it's 100% authentically Meg. This store would be her sanctuary, a place where all the weird things about her are celebrated as special talents. It would be a store for the underdogs, the people with unappreciated skills who are just looking for a place to belong. So, there we have it. 2 potential futures for Meg Griffin, the entrepreneur. On one hand, you are finally in a store that feeds into her deepest insecurities and her desperate need for acceptance. It's a business model built on the very pain that defines her character. On the other hand, you have Meg's Hidden Gems, a store that represents her potential for growth and self-acceptance, a place where she finally gets to be the hero of her own story. While the first store feels more likely given her history, the second is the one we'd all root for. It's the store that says, maybe I don't need to be popular. Maybe I just need to be me. Which store do you think Meg would actually open? The one that chases popularity, or the one that celebrates her unique talents? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your theories. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more cartoon motifs. Until next time, stay awesome.